back, and we back, and we back. Salute. What's happening? What's happening? We trapping, we trapping. Salute to everybody rocking, man. Hey, make sure you hit that like and share for the squad that will not charge a card. Let's get this trap house jumping around the corner, man. Salute to my people. Shout out to my guy Drill C in the building, man. What's happening with you? What's happening? Hey, hit that like and share for the squad that will not charge a card. Hey, you make a comment right now, you get a shout out right now. That's how we vibing out. Let's go. Hey, and we back, and we back, and we back. Yes, sir. What's happening? What's happening? We trapping, we trapping. Hey, we back in the trap with it, man. You understand? We in the back in the trap with it. We trying to get this trap house line jumping around the corner. So please, please hit that like and share for the squad. Let's go. Hey, we gonna get it cranked up in a second, man. I hope everybody having a good evening. You understand? We in here. We got a few things to discuss. It should be a good show today, man. It should be a good show today. You know? But first and foremost, we gotta make sure these haters doing the most what they was put on God's green earth to do. And you already knew that's hate, man. Let's get this trap house jumping around the corner, man. Hit that like and share for the squad. Let's do it. Yeah. Let's go. Salute. Yeah.
I can't see a thing, all this money in my face. Hey. I just blew a bag, ran it back the same
just trapping
day.
on the
Ain't no looking back.
Yeah.
Came a long way. Hey, I know that they mad, but just let them hate. Hey, that what make them hate. That what make them hate. Hey, and we just get K and they just in the way. Hey, that what make them hate. That what make them hate. Hey, cause we just get K and they just in the way. Hey, Landlord is showing how to ball, boy.
Let's get it.
You ain't even on the team, you just a ball, boy. Real high, used to rock knockout, but it's real now. I'm real fly. I probably average your career. Okay. The one they hating on it, probably wanna kill.
Yeah.
When they got our own band, we hollin' a deal. Long little CEO, CIP the dollar.
Let's get it.
Took my brother, that made me go harder. That turned me to a monster. Now I'm focused on the comma. Now I'ma run up them comma, for the summer, run up them numbers. I know that they hate the way the ball, man. Rockin' all this ball, man. Street made on the chain. I can't see a thing, all this money in my face. Hey. I just blew a bag, ran it back the
We
same
just
day.
trapping on the
Ain't no looking back, we came a long way. Hey, I know that they mad, but just let them hate. Hey, that what make them hate. That what make them hate. Hey, and we just get K and they just in the way. Hey, that what make them hate. That what make them hate. Hey, cause we just get K and they just in the way.
Hey. Now you might think you at school or maybe even at home or watching me through your phone, but I promise you in the trap, baby.
Trap.
Let's get it.
Trap.
I promise, man. I hope everybody doing good today, man. We in the building today. We got a lot of things to talk about, man. So you already know how it go. I hope everybody doing good, doing good. Hey, is that a bird or a plane? What was it? I'm not sure. Hold on. Oh, it's nefarious news, of course. That's what it is, man. Shout out to everybody out chill rocking, man. I hope everybody doing good. Yes, sir. Let me see. Where is my stuff at? Hold on. Wait a minute. Hold on. That ain't it. Wait a minute. What my stuff? Hey, man, they trying to sabotage me. Hold on. I put my stuff in here. It should be in here. Wait a minute. That ain't it. Hold on, y'all. Bear with me real quick. Where is my shit? There we go. There go my shit. All right. Trap topics of the day. You understand me? We in here. We got away. Hey, we do it live. Welcome back to Trap Topics. We are bringing you the dopest Cowboys content on the planet. Absolutely, man. Hey, salute to everybody rocking. Hey, this is 100 days to kick off. We got a long way, but we here. Hey, we started from the bottom, now we here, but we on the way with it, man. We on the way with it. 100 days, that sound like a lot, but before you know it, it'll be time for football again, man. It'll be time for football again. But let's get into it. Yes, sir. Let's get into it. Let's see. Where we
Sometimes it does feel different.
We gonna evaluate some of our good brother Voch Lombardi and Bryan Broddus on the Doing All Right podcast. Hey, man. First, let me say something about it, though, real talk. I know Doing All Right sound like a normal old title, but from a man's perspective, I think it really mean a lot, though. And let me see. I don't know if this the direction they was going in when they put this title on there, but in my head, almost every time you ask any man, how you doing? Are you all right? How you doing? We gonna say we doing all right. It don't matter how we feeling. We could be feeling horrible. We could be feeling terrible. But most men, they just gonna tell you, I'm doing all right. I'ma make it. You know what I'm saying? I just feel like that's some manly ass shit. Like, we be over here walking around with a half an arm. You feeling like crap, but if anybody asks you, you gonna say, hey, I'm doing all right. So I feel like that's just a gangster title, low key. It ain't as plain as you might think it is. Like, I think that shit mean a whole lot, though. That's just me. But that's what I see when I look at that, man. Like, most men answer gonna be, I'm doing all right. And he could be feeling the worst ever, but that's gonna be the response. So that's gangster.
Respectfully, this shit feels a little different, you know. And what we'll do is we'll ask everybody that we talk to. Like, we had Jordan Reed from ESPN. Yep. He's not even a Cowboy guy at all. Hey, Jordan Reed, tell us about CP. Oh, it's different. Talk to us about the CP vibes and what y'all have run into so far.
No, I mean, it's been awesome. So like early January, when we kind of started this, Will hit a few of us up and was like, hey, dig on some of these guys, you know, for Shoddy. And so we reached out to our contacts, and like everybody you talked to about CP was like glowing.
Y'all make sure y'all go watch the full interview on the Doing All Right podcast. Everybody should know where it's at right now. They booming over there. They doing great content over there. I supposed to be doing something in the future with them, so we gonna make sure y'all stay tuned to that. But y'all make sure y'all go show some love to my brother Voch and Mr. Bryan Broddus, man.
I'm an Aggie. CP works for Elko, and Mike's one of my guys. So, you know, he gave me 10 minutes of his time. I'm very appreciative, and it was just a stamp of approval, man. Like, hey, if y'all think he's ready to call it, sign him up, type of thing. Like, it was everybody we talked to is just like, you know, a no doubter. It was just a fun, collaborative process that Shoddy and Will allowed us into to kind of get some exposure to how the coaching search thing kind of goes. It was fun. Yeah. And yeah,
now that's something I noticed too. It's like that's been the sentiment for everybody. Everybody is glowing about Christian Parker now. Like I said, I know that got us Cowboy fans. They got our minds just about to explode. We just got so much optimism. We got so much expectations for him. We just feel like, you know what I'm saying, it's feeling different. That's our favorite saying we say, you know. But it do feel a little different this time. I feel like the reason it feel a lot different because the Cowboys went in a totally different direction. We don't usually go with the young, hot candidate. You know what I'm saying? Like, we usually go with somebody that's a retread, a rehire, somebody that's been fired. We finally went somewhere and got ahead of the trend, I feel like. I feel like we got the up-and-coming hot shot person and the big name that he finna grow here. Like, that's what we was saying about him having a coaching tree and shit like that. I feel like we will see that coming out of Cowboy land with Christian Park. I feel like we got ahead of the curve this time around. And the Cowboys usually be slow to shoot, bro. We draw real slow, and we end up getting the crappy end of the stick most of the time. But I feel like we went in the right direction this time. Instead of getting everybody else leftovers, we went and got our own, you know what I'm saying, main type of course and actually paid for it and you know, was one of the innovators in the space, I feel like. Like, I feel like we did the right thing in that direction.
The reviews were awesome on him.
So when he's in the room with you guys, right, and he's running down what the new stuff's gonna look like, you know, I don't want to say what anybody else's scheme is, right? But when he starts running down what his is gonna be, defense was a disaster last year. I ain't breaking news saying that. You know what I'm saying? That's objectively what it is, right? with what the defense was last year and what he's putting on the board for y'all, he's hey, I need this and this and this. When you sitting there, you taking your notes, you listening to him, you go, damn dog, we got something here with this on the board.
Yeah, it's the way he talked about it was awesome, but he pulled some of us aside, and I talked about it a little bit on our draft thing with Bryan, and like we actually watched him bring it to life on tape.
Yeah.
And like when I talked about it was like a day one install, like you're sitting there in August and it was like you actually see how they play, and like left and right, you're playing corners left and right, you're playing the safeties, you see the rotation, then you just see the violence that the front seven plays with, and like if there's a shift, how we adjust to that, how the linebackers are going to play in coverage. He talks it, and then you can just see it showing up on tape, and it just excites you as a scout because you know it's legit. So I think
that's what I like the most too. But from what I'm hearing, if you can see any type of resemblance of a real defense this early, you know what I'm saying, while you installing and you seeing characteristics already, I feel like that means by the time it's time to play real football, when the rubber meet the road, I feel like this team is going to be like all the way there. Like, I'm not saying they going to be fully assembled, ready to go, hit the ground running, you know what I'm saying, day one, but I feel more confident in this process than any other process we saw, especially when it comes to like a year one type program, because I trust how much Christian Parker and this coaching staff is teaching these guys and how interactive they are and how, direct they are. I feel like this message is not cloudy. It's not no mud in it. You know exactly what they want, and I feel like that's exactly what you're going to get, because it's no question about, what they aiming for and what they trying to do. So I feel like the message is clear, and I feel like all of this young vibes and these young coaches going to link together perfectly, and I feel like they going to click, and I feel like we do have the best shot to hit the ground running. But salute to my guy Todd Lockhart in the building, man. Salute to you. Hey, man, I ain't seen you in a minute. I hope you and the rest of the Lockharts are holding it down, man. I appreciate you. He says, been listening to you since I heard you on Voch call on saying how bad Jalen Hurts was at Alabama. Thought you a white guy from your voice years ago. Damn, hey, everybody sound like that down here in Alabama, man. You know what I'm saying? Trap. We just sound like that. Trap. You'll be talking to a doctor and he sound like Landlord. You'll be like, good Lord, what's going on? But yeah, man, that's just how it is though, man. Like, I just feel like us being, like, that's why Shotty emphasized teachers so much. Because guess what? If you trying to be a good defense year one, you got to make sure these guys got it and they all on the same page. You got to. It ain't no, you know what I'm saying, people scared to ask questions. Like, I feel like if you a teacher, that make other players, like, they might not understand certain stuff, so they feel like you more approachable. They like, man, everybody that been in the classroom, like me, I'm the type of guy, I'm going to ask a question if I don't fucking know. Like, I'm not afraid of that. Like, I don't care about dumb questions, none of that. My mama was a teacher. I just feel like if I need to know something, I'm going to ask a question. But some people, it depends sometimes where you be in the class and you don't understand certain shit, but you don't want to ask. You don't want to be the guy to ask. That's why it's good for somebody who able to communicate with these guys one-on-one, and they can communicate to them on the board and in the classroom. Them two different things. And then when you deliver the message so clear that most people can get it, even if the player don't want to ask you directly, because he might not have that type of relationship with you yet. But if he don't want to ask you directly, it's a lot of people in the class that got it so good that they can help their brother. Like, oh, what you need to know, man, yeah, you ain't understand that? Let me tell you, oh, yeah, it's like this, it's like that. Like, your partner can help you. That's the one that's standing next to you, you know what I'm saying, that's doing the same position with you. Long as the message is clear, it's going to help everybody get along faster. And that's something you need when you trying to be a good defense in year one. Like, this going to be a challenge, y'all. So don't think this shit going to be perfect, but just believe that I feel good about it far as the progression and how quickly they'll be good. You know what I'm saying? It might take 3 games, 4 games for us to really see how good they gonna be, and you start seeing us form an identity and actually be great. I feel like it might take a few games, but I do like the communication. I really do. Salute to HTM in the building, my guy, man. What's happening? He says run those likes and shares up. Absolutely, man. Make sure you do that. Hey, if you don't want to hit the like button or the share button, I just got to ask you a question real quick. Let me see.
Question, cause I really need to know, do you ever get tired of being a bitch ass nigga? Ass nigga. A pussy ass nigga. Pussy ass nigga. Do you get tired? Do you get tired? Do you get tired? Do you get tired? You's a lame ass nigga.
Hey, that's how we doing it today. Do you get tired of it? You know what I'm saying? You want to hate and, you know what I'm saying, don't want to see nobody progress, man. You're a terrible person sometimes.
And just through a couple days of OTAs, man, they're flying around.
Yeah.
It's a lot of fun to watch.
And obviously Lawrence's juice, effort, and just even watching this film, what I really liked about him, tell me if I'm wrong here, because it's just something I be talking about. I think some players, like, they rush with a plan and some don't. I think that he has this rare thing where I don't know if he's rushing with a plan, but he feels what's happening in front of him and he instantly reacts to it. And I don't see a lot of young guys doing that. Would you say the same thing?
Yep. He's the one where, like, so we get, you know, you're doing you grade all your fall guys or whatever, and then you open up your assignment list and there's 70, 80 guys you gotta watch that's just film. And so I'm working through, I usually go by position. So I'm corners, edges, whatever. And so I'm working through my edge.
They talking about Malachi Lawrence too, by the way. I don't know if the video showed you.
As I see the Central Florida guy, and within a couple plays, I'm like, holy shit. Like, yeah. And so I hit up, you know, Eric and CV, and I'm just like, who is this guy? And he's one that excites you early just because you see the movement ability and the play style, and you can tell there's some rawness to him. But like you said, there's instincts. It's like the leverage angles, the ability to, like, lean and finish. And then it's fun to watch with, like, bringing in BT, who's it's fun to watch him just talk pass rush. But, like, Malachi's clicked with him and Chid. Like, there's just some small subtle things that he just, like, picks up on, of, like, weight distribution in your stance, like just something like that, where you're just cleaning him up, making him more efficient. And it's just small simple things where he gets, and he looks confident. Like, he's gonna be really fun.
But that's a great assessment, man. He's saying that's a great sign that BT Jordan and Malachi clicking already, because like we said, not only did BT get here to be able to enhance the players that we already got, but a big part of his job is going to be to develop some of these top-tier talents that we brought in here. Like Barham, even though he might be a linebacker, if that don't work, we heard him say on this show that they'll put him at edge and then figure that out. So I believe he'll probably get work at both positions. So, you know, BT Jordan gonna be a big part of this program, man. And I'm glad we was able to put him on the staff. That's huge for real. Like, I know some people might over-exaggerate it, but I don't want to under-exaggerate it either. I want to make sure we give it its proper respect. I feel like he will make an impact on this coaching staff, man, because you got one of the baddest trainers out there on your staff now. He been in Dallas the whole time, and now you got him in there full time. People was going to pay their own hard-earned money to go train with BT Jordan. Now he a part of your coaching staff. So I think you're going to see results and dividends from that very soon. Like, no lie. Like, I think you'll see Malachi develop a little faster. You'll see Izaraku develop a little faster. You might get a resurrection, at least a certain amount of resurrection from Sam Williams. And I feel like you'll see an overall better unit on the defensive line under BT Jordan, because we know it was bad under White Cotton, bro. It was just bad. Trap. And it's almost the same when you think about it, y'all, because I think generally we looking at it like, man, Eberflus and White Cotton them, they kind of made everybody bad to a certain degree. Like, if like on a football game, your overall and your attributes probably went down by a good 5 to 10 points just because you had Eberflus and White Cotton. You know what I'm saying? Now that you got Christian Parker and BT Jordan, your shit might go up a 10. Instead of going down by 10, 5 to 10, your attributes might go up at least by 10, man, because we understand that the whole operation was faulty and just bad, man. It was just terrible last year. So we're gonna get an uptick in the whole process regardless of what happened because of how bad it was, to be honest.
We both kind of looked at Moore, your corner from Florida.
Yeah.
And I was thinking, people are like, I do shows and stuff, and they're like, who's going to help the Cowboys the most? And it's, yeah, you could say Downs and stuff like that, but I'm like, watch this kid Moore from Florida.
For sure.
Watch, if he could get past, played 11 games last year, kind of got past a little bit of the, knock on wood, some of the injury questions and stuff. But there's your guy that's long, rangy, plays aggressively, tough. When that pick was made, I thought, they might have stolen one here.
Oh, yeah.
They might have stolen one here.
Then add to that, Bryan, I hate how national media kind of just pinned him down as like a man guy.
Yeah.
And his best plays in zone just showing range or just picking shit off. But please, go ahead, Derek.
Yeah, no, that was one where I went down to Florida, played at A&M. I went down to that game. And so, like Bryan knows, like you run the rosters of like, all right, well, here's their A and Bs of both teams. And then you're like, you're eyeballing, you see 29, whatever his number was, and he just like walks by me and you're like, Jesus Christ, like who is this guy?
Yeah.
And I know some of their DB coaches, you just ask and they're like, hey, I'm just telling you, man, like if the kid can stay healthy, he's got a chance.
What's up with us with these DBs that got injury questions though, man? I guess the Cowboys like, man, out of 5 dudes that be injured, at least 3 of them can stay healthy right there. Like, they shooting for the stars or something. I don't know. But, yeah, man, we got a few players that if they can stay healthy, we'll probably get a bigger impact from them. Like, if you look at Kalen Carson, we haven't seen him for real. Like, he just said the other day that he haven't played a full season of games out of 3 years. So he only played like 15 games altogether. And I'm pretty sure he probably didn't play a full workload or, you know what I'm saying, he didn't have a whole bunch of snaps in them games. So if you look at Kalen Carson, you heard Shotty say something good about him yesterday. That's a healthy body, you know what I'm saying, somebody that they really like coming out of camp and training camp that year. Because they had a whole bunch of articles and stuff about him. So that's somebody that they like for a minute, and maybe he can emerge as a player that you know what I'm saying, that you can actually get some run out of. And now they talking about the rookie Devin Moore. Yeah, he said he only played 14 games. So that's crazy when you think about it. He really inexperienced, and like we don't really know what we got in Carson, to be honest. So you really need to get him healthy so he can play the full preseason. Just throw him in the fire. Like, let's just see what happened. You know what I'm saying? He is somebody that we felt like was capable. We was kind of excited about getting Kalen Carson. So we got to see what we got there, man, before we let him go. I'm big on that. Like, I don't want to let nobody go until I'm sure about what the hell they are. You know what I'm saying? We done been burned too many times like that, in my opinion. But as far as Devin Moore go, like, I'm ready to see what he can do. Like, where do he fit in this DB room? Because we got a lot of spaces for him. So we'll see, man. We'll see.
And you throw on the tape, and there's just so much you love about the kid because for as long as he is, he's so efficient in his movement. Yeah. He's physical. He can do a lot. We can play him to the field. Like he's got some big nickel if you want to do that. So he's looked good too. He's done a good job so far. That's one we were all really excited about.
Like you mentioned, I've sat in some draft rooms before and sweated players. And I mean sweated, like waiting for players and hoping that what was that first hour and a half like for you guys, knowing that you were looking at downs, and when did you know you had a chance when you were watching the board? Was it when Cleveland made their pick or the Giants took took Mauanoa. When did you know, like, man, we've got a legitimate shot to get this?
Cardinal Tate going 4.
Yeah, exactly. That's
Everything falls into place with that.
That was the
Hold on real quick. Shout out to Darren Pauls and Mr. Ligaments in here. He says Carson Ligaments is still teething. Pause. Like, yeah, he's still tender, man. You know what I'm saying? He's still tender out here, man. He ain't even been broke in yet. You know what I'm saying? So we got to see what we got though, man. But I appreciate you, man. You already know what we is over here.
Broke 5 broke, we ain't got it. Broke 5 broke, we ain't got it.
Y'all already know it's broke 5 broke over here, man. So y'all make sure y'all donate. You know, support your independent content creators, man. Yeah. Broke 5 broke, baby. We ain't got it.
that was probably the most fun I think I've had in our war room so far. Just
terrifying though at
it's
the same time.
But yeah, so we all like during that process we all have like I guess the scouts in there. We're all given about 5 or 6 teams where we have like really established contacts and we're shooting texts of like, hey, what's a trade look like? And we have our trade calculator and we're bouncing off like, hey, the points just in case. And so we have a little WebEx text chain and we're just like, and if something's legit, hey, Will, Steven, like this is coming up. And we couldn't really get something we felt was comfortable. And obviously we start to see offensive players go off and we're like, all right, this looks good. And then Washington's there. Obviously we know Q very well. And we know they got Sonny, Caleb. It's like, all right, well, this is a big one for us. And they went with Sonny, who we also loved. Excellent.
That's something I told y'all, bro. I like the Sonny Styles, and it's good to know that the Cowboys actually liked him too. He said that's somebody that we loved. And I felt like we could have used Sonny Styles too in a bunch of different ways. Like I wouldn't have used him as just a linebacker. I would have had Sonny everywhere. So yeah, it's good to get some insight from him to let us know that they actually did like Sonny Styles too.
Ball player, great kid, all that. And then it's like, all right, well, we just got to survive these next few. And then I thought we did a great job with Miami. Like I give so much credit to Steven, how he handled that, because that was a extremely tense situation. We knew that that's Caleb is the guy we wanted. We knew we needed to be aggressive to go get him. We were also probably concerned if they were trying to get out of that spot, were they shopping?
Yeah, we were worried about that. We were worried about Miami bailing.
Yep.
John Eric.
I think that went underrated too. Let me get this comment from my guy real quick. He says Cowboys gave up on Mike Jackson. He went on to start for the Seahawks and the Panthers. Was great last year. Traded Travarius Ward, whatever his name. One of them Kool-Aid names. For a backup O-lineman. Then we let Nation walk and he balled too. Yeah, I don't want to give up on nobody until I'm sure what he is. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's just how I am. Especially if they ain't got a lot of opportunity. Like, of course, if you got a lot of opportunity, then you can go. If we still didn't see nothing we like. But if they been hurt by chance or, you know what I'm saying, bring them in for a little nothing and give them a shot and see what we got before we let them go, man. Because you might be letting go a special player and you never know. But I think it's interesting what they just said, too, man. Hold on. What do he was just
be
talking
aggressive
about?
to go get him.
Yeah, about giving Steven Jones that credit. Because we don't give Steven no credit. And it don't sound like it's significant for real when you say it out loud, but it could have been. Like, when we moved up and traded with Miami, that could have been the difference between us getting Caleb and not getting Caleb. It could have been other teams calling Miami. You know what I'm saying? For all we know, it was other teams in the market trying to wheel and deal to get that pick to get Caleb Downs. If we would have just took a chance and sat there and waited to the next pick, somebody could have jumped us. And that done happened to us plenty of times in the past where we sat pat, we trying to stand pat, and then somebody else be aggressive and go get the player that we want. So I give Steven his credit on that, man, because that could have been like real talk, one pick could have been the difference between you getting the guy that you wanted or not. So it might not seem like it was that significant to move up one spot, but that could have changed everything. So that's to the point where you don't want to play around. And to be honest, I might have would have wanted to move up a couple. You know what I'm saying? Instead of just one, I might have would have moved up 2 just to make sure that nobody get the guy I want. But
It's probably concerned if they were trying to get out of that spot, were they shopping?
Yeah, we were worried about that. We were worried about Miami bailing.
Yep.
John Eric Sullivan, I'm like, that guy's running his first draft down there. He's give me picks guy.
Yeah.
You know, I was worried about that a little bit for you.
But yeah, man, I think they did a good job over there, man. Voch them. Salute to them with that great insight from a Cowboys Scout. And he gave a lot of good gems and jewels in there, man, about how they go about their process and what type of characteristics they look into. It was interesting what he said about how they could tell if somebody loved football, because you know, I talk about that, but a lot of people don't value that. Like, oh, if he's just a good player, then you cool. Like, nah, if you actually played this game, man, we know a lot of people who just wasted their fucking talent. Like, they was great players. They was tall. They was big. They was fast. They was strong. They could do everything. Like, if only they could put it together, and then they just don't give a damn about the sport. Like, they just big, tall, fast, strong for no fucking reason, and really don't care about what they doing. They just here for the money, and that shit shows eventually. Eventually, it's gonna come back to bite you. And you know a lot of players that was like that too, man, because we seen talented players and just don't understand why they can't get it right. So, yeah, man, that's good insight from them over there on Doing All Right. Y'all make sure y'all go tap in with them. But James Slater says wide receiver George Pickens is not here at OTAs today. Coach Bryan Schottenheimer reiterates this is voluntary. He says he talked to George Pickens yesterday. He's in a good spot and handling his business. He was not told if he will be here next week. She said, I did speak with a source close to George Pickens who tells me he will be in attendance. So Jane with the insight, I'm hoping that's great. I'm hoping that's right, because, hey, we don't need too much more drama. We got enough drama. We the Cowboys. So, hey, if we can kind of tone that situation down and get George in here to get him in shape and get him in line with the rest of the team, man, that's going to be huge. We saw how a holdout can affect a wide receiver, and even a great wide receiver like CeeDee Lamb. CD didn't come in as CD that year he held out. It took him like 3-4 games to get right. And a lot of miscommunication between him and Dak, and interceptions happened just because of that. So we don't want none of that type of setback. We already going into a tough schedule. I don't think we can afford to start off bad. This year, I think we got to come out guns blazing, because it's a couple stretches in this schedule that you don't want to find yourself behind the 8 ball already. Now, I'm not saying I'm afraid or I'm scared or worried, but at the same time, you don't want to play around with this schedule, man. Just being real. I hope Jerry and them don't wait till the last minute to try to make some significant improvements, because we can't wait around on this one, man. Shout out to Ange in the building, man. One of the GOATs of the space, always supporting. We appreciate you. But yeah, man, we got George Pickens news saying that he will be in attendance, so that's good. Long as we don't get too dramatic, we good. Shout out to Mr. Ty Archer. He says Joe Milton took the number 2 quarterback reps and a touchdown pass on a wheel route to Malik Davis. Wait a minute. Wait a minute. Not my guy Malik Davis. Now, hey, they been trying to hate my guy out since the beginning of time. You know, you fire him, you bring him back, you practice squad him, you bring him back, you call him up. They've been doing Malik every kind of which way. Now, we ain't gonna act like he just made the Hall of Fame with this play, because we know that this is not real football. But that's a good sign, though. Joe Milton throwing touchdowns, that's a good sign. Maybe this quarterback race gonna heat up, but we'll see. And it goes on to say Sam Howell closed his work with the touchdown pass along the back line to Jordan Hudson. I don't know that man. Don't know that man. I do not know that man. I'm not finna sit up here and pretend like I do. I don't know who in the world Mr. Jordan Hudson is, but I hope he's good. That's good. Kalen Carson and Siobhan Revel were outside corners with Deron Bland going through rehab. Mr. Deron Bland still in rehab. I don't know if I like that. I heard they being cautious. Shotty did say yesterday that that Bland was gonna be okay and he was gonna start for training camp or something like that. I think he said he kind of confirmed that he'll be ready for for training camp. Y'all so dirty. They treat him like a what HTM say? They treat that man like he out there. Like he a lady of the night. You know what I'm saying? Ange always with the foolishness. She said, Malik, that faithful 304 you F with in high school. You know what I'm saying? Like, they treat him real bad, man. So y'all gotta stop. Hey, they gonna put somebody, they gonna put a placeholder in there and we ain't gonna like it. And then we gonna be worse. So we gotta make sure they do the right thing with Malik, man. Like, we make our jokes, but he need to play. Like, they need to quit playing. For real. But yeah, cause they ain't gonna do right on their own. So you gotta kind of force them. We gotta lead them to the water and make them drink it. But they came out with the full 2026 Dallas Cowboys OTA schedule. The first session is Monday, June 1st. We already passed some of that. And we all the way here to the session 4, and that'll be Monday. So we passed all the first 3. The fourth one will be Monday, then the fifth one will be Tuesday, then the sixth one will be Thursday. And then we'll be on to the mandatory mental camp. So that's when you want to make sure you see George Pickens. Like, that's when George gotta be there because everybody know what mandatory means. So yeah, he ain't gonna be able to play around with that one. If he was gonna miss mandatory mini camps, he probably wouldn't have signed the tag. So yeah, we probably will be seeing George Pickens for that. But shout out to America's Team on Twitter. And it says the Cowboys outscored the Eagles 91 points last year. Unfortunately, their defense allowed 186 more points than the Eagles defense. Now, I know we don't have the same personnel, but if it's any way we can get some of that, you know what I'm saying? Think about that combination. We scoring way more, but we allowing way more. So what if we can combine those two and say, hey, we scoring way more and we allowing way less? If we can get some of that Eagles defense, that Christian Parker, you know what I'm saying, that he ushered over there in Philly, if we can bring some of that to Dallas, I think we'll be all right, bro. We'll be a way better team. We would have won way more games. Could you imagine if we did have 186 points less, man? Trap. I wish my guy Hen could have did the math because we might have went 17-0, win it. Shit, the way we was putting up points, if our opponents had 186 less points, we probably would have went 17-0. Some crazy shit, cause that's crazy. That's crazy, man. So we need some of that Christian Parker magic over here to help this team out, man. And ain't no telling where we'll be at towards the end of the year. I'm pretty sure we'll like what we'll be, though. But this is PFF 2026 breakout candidates, and they got your boy Donovan Izaraku on that thing. Trap. Now, him being healthy is a big part of this. We all like the Donovan Izaraku coming out of Boston College. We seen his tool belt. We seen all the moves that he had. The way he attacked, it seemed like he wasn't a rookie. It seemed like he already had some veteran savvy in the way that he rushed the quarterback. He didn't seem like he needed to develop a plan when he was rushing. It seemed like Donovan Izaraku already knew what he was trying to do. He had counters. He had everything you want. But when he get to the NFL, he was only doing bull rushes. He was only doing, like, you know what I'm saying, trying to go around and do regular little rips and bends and shit. You didn't see too many spins. You didn't see too many things at all when it comes to creativity in his hands or none of that when it came to Donovan Izaraku. So that was a big concern. It was puzzling for a long time. We didn't understand why, but I think later on down the line it came out that Eberflus was one of the culprits to that, and I think he was kind of pretty much telling them to do bull rushes for a large amount of the time. So that took a lot away from Donovan Izaraku. And to be honest though, him as a rookie, under bad coaching and an injury, and we still saw flashes from him. So we kind of got to be a little bullish on Donovan though. Real talk. Like when I think about it now, when I add all three of those together, bad coaching, being a rookie, and being hurt, and we still saw flashes. He had big time tackle for losses. He was getting to the quarterback. He just went closing. Like, that's a good start though. That's a good start, and you could probably project that he'll be better next year, especially if he's fully healthy. Like, the only reason I'm not standing on the table for Donovan right now is because I feel like, I got to see about that injury. If he was fully healthy with a full offseason, I feel way better about Donovan Izaraku. But that hip, that's kind of concerning for me when it comes to exactly how much better he can be. Because think about it. You can't really even do too many drills if you got a hip injury. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's a lot of areas that he need to get better in, and instead of him working on all of those, he rehabbing. So that's something that'll be a step back for me. You know what I'm saying? If he wasn't rehabbing and he was just working on his game, I feel a hell of a lot better about Donovan. But this says players with the most rushing attempts in 2025, and Mr. Javonte Williams was 10th with 252 attempts. So I know the sentiment says Shotty didn't run the ball enough. I ain't gonna hold y'all. With two receivers like we got, that's plenty. I don't know. What y'all think? Now, I know the one at the top, Jonathan Taylor, was damn near, he was a hell of a lot more. But I ain't mad at being 10th in rush attempts. I feel like you gotta make the most out of them hoes. Like, with two wide receivers like you got, how far up this list do y'all expect to be? Now, I just want to ask y'all that. Just please let me know. The way your team is constructed, the way they have built this team, how far up this list do you think we'll be next year? Or what do you expect? What are your wishes? How far up this list do you think we should go? Because I think that's acceptable right there for me. I'm not gonna lie. So, like, let's see. If you wanted to go up to 5, that's damn near 30-something more attempts. I don't know. I don't know if that's in our future, y'all. I'm gonna just be honest with y'all. I don't know if that's in our future. You might be able to get up to 8th or 7th. You know what I'm saying? That ain't too far away from where we at. You might be at, I don't see us getting past 7th. With two wide receivers that we got, the way we like to operate, I don't see us getting too much past 7. Like, so we might get up to about 260 something. But Javonte wasn't the only person running the ball, so we still got a little bit more runs, like, for us the year, but it ain't many other people that was running that bitch, though, to be honest. Let's see. HTM says, if we winning games, we'll be higher on that list for sure, though. Playing with the lead means more rushing attempts. That's true. You'll have to run the ball to close it out. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah, I can see that. But would that mean more rush attempts for Javonte? So we forget that this only for one running back, though. So Shotty actually ran more than that. This more of a representation of Javonte Williams' workload personally. So he got a hell of a lot of attempts. He was the 10th leader in attempts last year. So, I wonder how much more productive some of these other backs was with him. Was Ashton Jensen more productive? Let's see. He got more rushes than he did. I would like to see that. Hold on. Let me see how much more productive these guys is. I know Jonathan Taylor went crazy. Y'all bear with me. Let's see. Let's see. All right. James Cook was the leader with 1,621. Damn, where he at on the list? Oh, okay, at least he third. Okay, at least he third. Shit. Because I was about to say, damn, he down on the list and he still led the league in rushing. Derrick Henry had 1,500, so he fourth. They right behind each other. That makes sense. What Jonathan Taylor was? Jonathan Taylor got hurt, didn't he? I think he started the year off going crazy, though. Now, he had 1,585. Let's see. A-Chain with 1,300, and he ain't even a top. He wasn't even top 10 in rushes. That boy a weapon. Good grief. Kyron Williams, he 9th. B-John is 5th, but he 4th in rushing. That's pretty much where he should be at. Gibbs not on here either. See, them just dynamic playmaking running backs, they don't even need as many attempts. Yeah, Gibbs had 243 though, so he was like under nine less, or 8 less or some shit. So he wasn't that far away, but he still had a lot of production with that. A-Chain had 238. He got 1,350 and 238 attempts. So yeah, he making a lot of. What he average? He averaged 5.7 yards a carry. So yeah, he got the highest average on this mug, look like. Yeah, A-Chain averaged more than anybody. He averaged more yards per carry than any running back on here. That's why his shit looks so great. Like, damn, we should have tried to poach him or something. God damn. Trap. Now you look at McCaffrey. McCaffrey should have been on here. Oh, he is on here. 311. Okay, he high. Then you got Saquon, ETN. Yeah, they was pretty. It was pretty even. Genta ain't getting that but 975. So you right, he didn't even make the 1,000 threshold with more attempts than Williams. So that's something to talk about. Let's see, Kyron Williams had 259 and he had 1,200. So yeah, Williams did good with his numbers. He did good with his attempts and rushes. So yeah, that's what's up, man. That's what's up. At least he on par with the attempts he getting. You know what I'm saying? That could have been concerning. If he wasn't. But hey, and like I said, with them receivers, that helped you out a whole lot. To have, you know what I'm saying? To have those two dynamic receivers right there alongside, and that's making people get out of the box. You can't go 8 players in the box because you got to worry about CD and George and, Jake Ferguson a little bit. Players like that. So, yeah, that'll be dope. But one thing I did want out of the backfield, how many catches did he have? Did Javonte, was he like a passing threat out of the backfield? Because that's another little wrinkle that we can add in if he is. You know what I'm saying? And some of those easy plays where you can get screens, like we didn't do a lot of screens last year either. Don't feel like it. I don't got the stats for it, but I don't remember a whole bunch of screens. Maybe they weren't really even focusing on him in space like that. That's really not his skill set, and that's really one of the reasons I would like somebody that can do that. Them like easy plays that you can get. You know what I'm saying? Use the DBs. Well, use the defense's aggressiveness against them. Like, that'll make them think twice from just blitzing like they have on fire against your quarterback. He said, I don't know. Let's check. I ain't looked to see what he did catching wise. Yeah, let's see if you can pull it up, ATM. He said most screens went to Jake for no fucking reason. Trap. Just so he can gain 2 yards. Shit. That man. Hey, that shit was frustrating, man. I'm sorry, man. I know I be giving Jake a hard time, but I'm mad, bro. Cause you had me going. I thought you was that guy, man. I really was big on Jake. And he just fell off a cliff, man. I hate that. He got to make it up. He got to come back strong, harder than ever. You know what I'm saying? He got to make it up, man, for real. He got to get better. But Common says Raiders need to let us get Max and Genty up out of there. Yeah, free them boys, man. Hey, the Cowboys should be still trying to get Max, bro. Because I feel like somebody going to swoop in and get him. Watch what I tell you. I don't think Max Crosby going to play for the Raiders this year. I just don't. I could be wrong because these people kind of hard to read these days. You know, they say one thing and do another. So I don't know, but I just don't feel like he going to be a Raider this year. Common Sense said Sky made a good point for Ferg. Landlord had to help tackles with chips. Then he not yak like that. I would argue ain't that damn near tight end job anyway though. Like that's like, you know. Maybe he was doing it more than the average tight end. But you know, that's part of the job description, man. I'm not giving them shit. Nope. Hell no. I'm not wavering on that, Common. I'm sorry. I'm not, just because he had the chip, like that's what tight ends do. They chip. Sorry. I want to give him a break, but that ain't good enough. Give me another one, Common Sense. I'm in a giving mood. I want to give Jake a break. So give Jake a break, Land. Goddamn. Give Jake a break, Land. Who can help Land give Jake a break? Like, hey, throw me the stuff. Throw it at me. I just want to see. Let me see. Y'all might be able to convince me to give him a break. He said, yes, just doing it more is our first still in the doghouse with me too. Okay, all right, be fair about it. Hey, we ain't letting up, man. Somebody got to talk me off the ledge with Jake. Like, if you're part of Jake's representation, maybe you could talk Land off of the bridge. But that ain't gonna get it. I ain't gonna lie to you. Just because he had the chip, nah, buddy. Hell nah. Say he got a good personality. Trap. That ain't gonna get it, Ange. I'm sorry. Nah. Like I'm willing, but it just gotta be a fair one. Like, so we can't say he injured because that was the year before last, right? He got the concussion, and I just don't think he ever was right after that. But if that's the case, what do you do with that? Don't you move on after that? Let me know what y'all think. Cause if you ain't been right since you had a concussion, in a minute that sound like I need to move on from you, man. Like, we care about you as a person. That's cool. I hope you get right. I hope nothing is wrong with you. But as a football player, I'm gonna have to move on after a while, bro. If you still ain't right, maybe football ain't for you. You know what I'm saying? I don't know what to say for him. I don't know if it is still lingering issues with the concussion or he just not playing great or I don't know. But I ain't got much time to be sitting around and finding out either. I'm just saying. Andrew said, I can't help you, Land. I've been off for him for 2 years now. I don't think nobody can help me. So I just got to move on. So you mean to tell me we disappointed with Ferg and Schoonmaker? You need a whole... We should have drafted a tight end then. We should have drafted one. Real talk. We should have drafted a tight end. He ain't been the same since, feel like, man. I hate that. Because then you remember he came out talking about it too. Like he was going through some real mental stuff with it. So, like, I ain't trying to be insensitive, man. But, like, come on, man. This football, though. Like, if you can't do the job, we gonna have to get somebody else to do the job. Like, I think that's, like, that sounds like I'm being insensitive, but that's just the reality of the situation. Like, we care about Schoonmaker and Jake Ferguson. We care about your mental stability, your mental health. I hope everything goes well. But at the end of the day, am I wrong? At the end of the day, we need somebody to do that job at a high level. If he's not capable of doing that, we're going to have to move on. Like, it's just like us at our job. If you're not capable of doing your job, what they going to do? Replace your ass. That's what they going to do. Trap. A job still need to be done, bro. That's just the reality of the situation. There's no way around that. He says Cowboys aren't disappointed in Jake, though, and that's the issue. That right there makes me sad. Yeah, that made me sad right there. I hope they watching the same shit we watching. I hope so, because it's obvious. We seen it, they seen it. It's on tape. Like, we gonna act like he just, you know what I'm saying? Like, bro, it was on national TV, the things that Jake Ferguson was doing. Almost every Cowboy game was on national TV, man. We saw it, you saw it. How are we totally opposite on the way we feeling about Jake? And you had two great wide receivers, bro. That middle of the field supposed to been open. I just don't get it. You supposed to eight in the middle of the field, bro. We know that. They gave him a I believe in you, you my guy contract. They do that shit all the time. So keep an eye on somebody else from getting one, because I ain't gonna lie to y'all, bro. If this person get one, I'm gonna be pissed. Shit, I ain't gonna lie. Cause we perpetuating the same shit. We falling right back into the same hole of bullshit. That's what we doing. If we go and give another I believe in you contract, bro. Yes. If they give him an I believe in you contract, I think that would be a big time mistake, bro. And like, I ain't saying Overshawn is bad, but like he the ultimate player that you should make prove it. You shouldn't give him no type of money, bro. You should make him prove it. Like, it is what it is, bro. Like, I'm sorry, man. I don't see no way in the world you could convince me to pay Overshawn. Like, no way. Him and Guyton is in the same boat. I don't see no way in the world I should pay them boys. No way in the world. No way. And if they do get paid, it's because you my brother. I love you. You know what I'm saying? You my guy. Now I got you, my boy. Like, you looking out for him. That's what that means. Like, it's no logical way to come to a conclusion to say, hey, you know what? I know Overshawn ain't played a lot. I know he been gone, you know what I'm saying? But I think we should invest in him, though. Trap. I know Tyler Guyton been inconsistent, you know what I'm saying? I understand, but I'm just gonna commit to him. I'm gonna give him millions and millions of dollars, and I'm gonna commit to him because I believe in him. That's foolishness, man. We shouldn't operate like that. We should never operate like that, ever. But we do. This is the Cowboys, you know. Welcome to Dallas, you understand? But hey, man, I'm close to my hour mark. I hope y'all been enjoying the show. Hey, y'all make sure y'all remember to hit that like and share for the squad, and make sure you support your independent content creators, because you already know.
Broke 5 broke, we ain't got it. Broke 5 broke, we ain't got it.
Y'all already know we ain't got it. That's what we on here for, you know what I'm saying? We trying to get it. So make sure y'all hit that like and share, man. We appreciate y'all. Hey, give me some comments if you want to watch back, you know what I'm saying? If you want to spin back game, make sure you hit some comments in there. Ask some questions. I'll be interacting with the chat that way too. But y'all make sure y'all have a good rest of y'all day, man. Yeah, I'm about to get ready to wrap it up. He said, so Landlord, who you investing in first? Guyton or Tyler? Guyton or Overshawn? Shh. I plead the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5th. I ain't investing in neither one of them niggas, bro. Not me. You know what I'm saying? Like, I know you tried to put my feet to the fire and answer one of them questions. But if it's me, I'm not doing it. I'm gonna say no. That's all. The answer is no. Shit. Like, if you ask me if you name 2 bad stocks and say, hey, landlord, you ready to invest in it? I'm gonna say no. Like, that's my answer. Trap. No can be an answer. Like, you know, the answer is no. I'm not investing in them dudes, bro. I'm not doing it. Not me. The Cowboys might, but not me. That's not what I do. But hey, man, I appreciate y'all, man. Make sure you hit that like and share. Hey, make sure you support your independent content creators. I will be going to Oxnard in August, so y'all make sure y'all support that. I do have a raffle going right now, so y'all make sure y'all support that. And $5 interest, you can get in and win. But hey, man, y'all make sure y'all support. And you know why them haters hate on us. Why? Because we are the greatest. That's why, mother sucker. That's why. You already know it. Make sure you hit that like and that motherfucking share. And I'll be there, man. Make sure y'all have a good day.
In my hand.
Yeah, let's go.
And this is greatness defined. Every line is divine. Verses boggle your mind. And every song, man, I swear, just get better with time. No matter how much shade they throwing, I still manage to shine. I don't know why they so obsessed with mine. I'm all they think about. Go in their house, they probably got my pics in a shrine. Damn, I never let these niggas play me. They see us ballin', now they wanna switch teams like KD. I know my time coming, I guess I'ma wait and see. I'm too cocky and confident that humble shit ain't for me, Lord. Help me with my egotistical ways, but I'm amazed how they display such miserable hate. I never paid attention to what most these niggas will say. Their words are unimportant like prepositional phrase. They wanna see me crash and burn in a ridiculous blaze, but yet I rise like the Phoenix. Show these bitches I'm great enough. Yeah, I know these haters can't stand me. Well, take a seat, I do it for the family. So street, bring the block to the Grammys. And if you try to stop me, you need a plan B, yeah. I just do it for the real. If you ain't from the bottom, you ain't get how I feel. To go against the odds, go hard, chase meals. Let doubters see you make it. Show them all you the greatest. I'm the great young poet, got flow flowing, it's mind blowing. I'm flamboyant when brainstorming, that's fair warning. For my opponents that will be mourning before the morning. Every beat I eat and destroy it, that's what the fans want it. The hot topic, you try to copy, that's hard stopping. Yeah, I'm a giant when rhyming and y'all microscopic. I got them watching and they believe in me like a prophet. Cause the pics I'm cropping be masterpieces, they photoshopping. I'm from the bottom, assembled by the avenue. So I gotta pay homage to the hood to show my gratitude. And then my attitude is similar to an animal. These niggas ain't half as cool, I got different levels to tap into. I am the truth, these bitches know that I kill it. These are God level lyrics, I should be on Mount Olympus. My music therapeutic to the real nigga spirit, like it came from ancient Kemet. Ain't nobody fucking with me, I'm the great. Yeah, I know these haters can't stand me. Well, take a seat, I do it for the family. So street, bring the block to the Grammys. And if you try to stop me, you need a plan B, yeah. I just do it for the real. If you ain't from the bottom, you ain't get how I feel. To go against the odds, go hard, chase meals. Let the doubters see you make it and show them all you the greatest. I'm the greatest.
Yes, sir. Y'all make sure y'all tap in for the win. And like I say, 1K, one love, Cowboys Nation. Let's go.